Bonjour from Paris, where it's a tale of two yellow goats. Confused? Don't worry, all will become clear. Welcome to the Gruppetto. We begin with the grand finale of the men's race. The final week of the Tour de France began with the GC not quite done, but Tadej Pogačar very much in charge. Just over 4 minutes better off than his main rival, second place Jonas Vingegaard. The first summit finish on the mighty Mont Ventoux in over a decade was where that could all change. Strap yourselves in. There's only a single climb on today's route, however, it is an iconic one. A finish at the top of the Bald Mountain. We go back to Ventoux.
Pogačar wants to control things with his team and try and get the stage win here on Ventoux.
It's relentless out front, and the longer this goes on, the more it's going to play into the hands of Tadej Pogačar.
It's 15.7 kilometres, 8.8% average. The crowds are here to welcome them.
The pace in this second group, it's on right now.
It's all happening on Mont Ventoux. Visma are cooking something. This is mega from Mas. Vingegaard at the saddle, attacking Pogačar. Paris puts in his attack. And Tadej Pogačar puts in his first attack on Mont Ventoux this year. Keep your eyes out for Paris. He has the French hopes on his small shoulders. There are French hopes. Are they about to be satisfied? A dream come true. And finally it's the French. A French superstar winning a wonderful spectacle as the GC picture was laid bare on the Bald Mountain. There were still 2 testing stages in the Alps to come, but the fight for yellow was on hold. Next up, Valence, and possibly the last chance for the sprinters. Race leader Pogačar was also in the hunt for the green jersey, so pressure was on for Lidl Trek to control a breakaway. It was a tough day, with the likes of Tom Squinch and Quinn Simmons really having to go to work. The whole squad was wholly invested, and despite chaos in the finale, it was an investment that paid off, as Jonathan Milan took back the momentum in the points classification. Next up, 2 days in the Alps. La Plagne, but first, the climb that had seen Poggy crack spectacularly. Couldn't happen again, could it? A very warm welcome to a very big day at the Tour de France. It's the Queen stage. I think we're expecting a blockbuster today. Keep your eye on Primož Roglič.
Whoa, he's got
Roglič on the move. Roglič on the move.
Here we go. Yep. We've got an acceleration from Jonas now.
And they're collecting everybody, sailing by them.
It's a return to the roads of Tadej's torment. Here's Ben O'Connor being screamed on to glory. It's trademark stuff from Big Ben O'Connor. He wins on one of the toughest mountains of the Tour. It's as though this is the last real chance to put big time into any ride.
Well, Tadej Pogačar comes up and over the top.
So Roglič looks like he's accepted his fate. Start of the final climb in the Alps of this Tour de France.
The group is just blown apart very, very quickly.
It's Pogačar, it's Vingegaard, and it's the heart to go again from Arensman. He's cheered on, he's roared on, and Arensman is looking for number 2 of this race. Vingegaard's launched it, Pogačar's behind, Arensman's coming up after he has time to celebrate, and Tim and Arensman doubles up. With the GC realistically done and dusted, there was a final chance for a breakaway win. Pontarlier, the destination, but a ride through France's Eastern Jura region always provides opportunities for attackers, particularly those who know that the Tour is entering the last chance saloon. Plenty tried to get to the bar in the opening exchanges, and once more, the peloton spent more than the little change they had left in their pockets at this late stage. The race roared on, and despite attacks from the yellow jersey group on the last climb of the day, the gap to the front group was far too big to close. Harry Sweeney tried to channel his inner Ben Healy as EF Education Easy Post looked to deliver a second long-range raid of the race. But it would be another Australian, Caden Groves, who launched the winning move. An emotional moment for a man who was riding the world's biggest race for the first time ever, and who might have expected to challenge in a sprint, not being able to win solo. He became the 114th rider to win a stage in all 3 Grand Tours. And yes, that dream of finishing alone. So that led us to here, the Tour de France returning to the Champs-Élysées, its modern home, and celebrating the 50th anniversary of this iconic finish. Here we go, up the climb. Look at all the people here. This is Paris, this is the Tour de France, this is the brand new big finale. Here comes the attack. This is where everybody has to be ready. The Tour winner-elect comes to the top of the hill, and he wants to play for the stage as well. But now he's got to get the better of Van Aert and Jorgensen, of Mohoric, Trentin and Ballerini. Hear the cheers, listen to the cries. It's Pogačar on the front, the yellow jersey on his back. Look at Wout van Aert. It's no longer just Pogačar, and Van Aert's riding away at the moment. What a performance from Wout. Wout van Aert doing what Jonas Vingegaard couldn't. Drop Tadej Pogačar on the climb. All the pain, all the hurt, all the nearly moments. Paris and the Champs-Élysées belong to Wout van Aert. So the Tour's final general classification clears up the first of our 2 GOATs, or at least Tadej Pogačar looks like he's on his way to being the men's greatest of all time. Statistically, he isn't there yet, but standing in the yellow jersey at the end of the race for the 4th time moves him further along in that quest. Now a 4-time winner, Poggy moves level with Chris Froome on that number. Jonas Vingegaard finished 2nd, Florian Lipovitz 3rd, with a young German star also winning the white jersey. Just behind him in 4th, and with an honourable mention from us, Oscar Onley, the 22-year-old from the Scottish borders, the youngest Briton ever to finish in the top 10. The green jersey was worn by Jonathan Milan on the Champs-Élysées. He took 2 stages on his way to the points classification. And the polka dots went to King of the Mountains for the 3rd time. Who else but Pogačar? Ridden at 42.85 kilometers per hour, it was the fastest Tour de France in history. But as things slowed down and the ceremonies were taking place on the Champs-Élysées, there was a chance for our team on the ground to bring us one last dispatch.
And Alberto Contador, we're standing on wet cobbles where we had drama today. We've had drama for 3 weeks. The edition we've witnessed this tour, can you try to add some words, your impressions? What tour has this been for you?
Wow, it was a really hard Tour de France. When I saw from the first day, it was crazy with the pressure, with the wind, with the rain. Normally, always know the tension in the Tour de France is big, but Visma put all that they have in the flat stage also for put pressure to UAE and to Tadej, and after in the mountain stage also. Was incredible.
The version of Tadej Pogačar we've seen in this Tour de France, I have a feeling that no one will be able to beat him. Do you have the same feeling?
I think that for Tadej Pogačar we have 2 versions in this Tour de France. The first version was until the 3rd stage of Pyrenees, and after we have the other version. But today we saw again the real version of Tadej Pogačar.
Tadej Pogačar's 4th Tour de France win here in Paris.
The Tour de France Femmes avec Zwift is the women's tour, and the very best in the world lined up in Brittany for the first of 9 stages, once again culminating in a grand mountain finale in the Alps. Last year's race was won by just 4 seconds, and the follow-up has been highly anticipated. Demi Follering's search to regain the title began in the winter, transferring to a new team. There were even more rivals this year, however, the race kicking off with the best lineup ever.
Visma Lisa by huge lead out. It now hands over to Pauline Ferrand-Prévot on the front. Everyone looking for that wheel.
Pauline took a gap at 400 meters to go, and she had actually a really good gap.
Pauline Ferrand-Prévot accelerates away, the winner of Paris-Roubaix, the 15 times world champion who is stomping away.
Pauline was still hanging in for the finish. but in the end I saw her dropping the speed, so it was a sprint with Kim, and then we just catch Pauline, which is of course a bit a double feeling.
Here comes Voss. She's tying up in the final meet. Does it look like Pauline Ferrand-Prévot is going to take her, or is she? Voss looks back. They can't risk it. Voss moves out. Lecourt comes through. Voss takes it.
It's the Tour de France. It's the first day. Yeah, you can't really describe what it means to start off like this. That's amazing.
Well, that gave us GOAT number 2 of the show, Marianne Vos, the greatest ever across different disciplines, pulling on the first yellow jersey. With another tricky stage on day 2, and with time gaps still tight, it wasn't going to be easy to hold on to it though. One contender had already left the race by the time it began. Marlen Reusser, unable to overcome sickness and then injury. She was a non-starter on stage 2.
Mavi Garcia goes on the attack here for the Liverlula Jayco team. At this point, it's almost like don't look back. Mavi Garcia has got to put in one last big effort now. Fortune favours the brave, and they don't come any braver today than Mavi Garcia.
A fairy tale story, Mavi Garcia writing it, winning a tour stage and having her crowning career moment at the age of 41. For Jayco Alula, the win will have come as a relief, the squad's first of the season. While Mavi was being reminded that life begins at 40, Kim Lecourt was pulling on the yellow jersey for the first time. On paper, day 3 was set up for a sprint, but the peloton was one more big rider down. Elisa Longo-Borghini, winner of the Giro d'Italia for the past 2 seasons, unable to start after stomach problems.
Lorena Wiebes out and out, the big favourite for today's stage.
They can't really afford to do this though, this little bit of cat and mouse that you're seeing.
Team Zebras did a really great job controlling the break.
It is game over for the breakaway today.
We knew it was going to be fast. It was a small rise with until 5k to go, and then very fast run into to the city.
There is a big crash in the peloton. Demi Vollering, unfortunately, has gone down quite heavy.
Go into the final sprint, and yeah, it was a fair sprint, and Lorena was faster.
Now Lorena Wiebes opens up the sprint, and it is win number 108 for Lorena Wiebes.
Well, that's that from Paris. The party is almost over. The Tour de France is finished, but that isn't the end of the action because, as I mentioned, the Tour de France Femmes will continue this week. You can watch the entire Tour de France Femmes avec Zwift live with us on TNT Sports and Discovery+. We'll see you for all the action each day. Remember to check out our TNT Sports Cycling YouTube channel too for all of the cycling that happens from here to the end of the season. For now, though, from Paris, from the Champs-Élysées, goodbye.